Hey everybody, welcome back to Chaotic Goods. So today is a very awesome video because we get to take a look at the Sparks of Rebellion 2-player starter decks for the Star Wars Unlimited TCG. Now, if you've been living under a rock, Star Wars Unlimited is a TCG that is dropping in a couple days. My local game store provided me with this box to crack it open, showcase it, and show you guys, what you're getting if you get this 2-player starter kit. Now, this is something that I do have to return, but again, for the sake of the video, they offered it to me, and I couldn't decline because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. While this isn't a TCG I'm going to be actively playing, I will definitely be following it and keeping track of its sort of meta and just the product. And you may see some deck box or some booster box opening videos in the future of this product. So I'm a huge fan when you are able to purchase a single box and get everything you need in the box. So right off the bat, you have two decks that you can just crack open, start learning the game, and start playing with, whether it's with friends or with family or, your worst enemy. It doesn't matter. You can play this game with just right out of the box. So first off, take a look at the back here. So we have a Luke Skywalker starter deck and a Darth Vader starter deck. Like, what? For any Star Wars nerd, that's just super awesome. And it comes with 110 cards, 40 counters, a quick start rules, 2 playmat / poster, and 2 folded deck boxes, which is really cool. And it's really nice to see that, they're putting out this product, and it's honestly everything you need. So let's, without destroying this box, how do I want to open this? Oh, let's get started. So let's just crack open the bottom maybe. I don't know where to open this. I don't want to ruin the box because again I have to return this, so I don't want to just destroy it. Alright, we're just going to crack open the side. Alright. So let's see what we have here. Nice starter deck, boxes. They're different boxes too. These are wrapped in a sort of like almost parchment paper. That's kind of nice. And we have our two. Alright, nothing else in there. I'm going to put this over here. Make it look good. Alright. So we have our 2 paper deck boxes, which is kind of nice, if you're just getting into the TCG and you don't have a bunch of deck boxes lying around like I do. You can just unfold these guys and you're good to go. It's awesome. I've seen that with sort of Magic the Gathering as well, so cool little addition for the game. Now let's look at these posters real quick. Oh, that is awesome. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this whole thing on camera. Maybe like this. So that's really cool. The lighting's probably kind of crappy right there, but this is the Darth Vader one. If you flip it over, you have your ground units, your base, your leader, your space unit slot, all your resources, your deck, your discard pile, the initiative counter, and then all your setup, your rules reference. This is really nicely laid out, and I can't wait to see their official playmats. Because I'm always a fan of when games have, each TCG has a very similar structure of, your play field, your deck, your discard pile, your leader, and things like that. And I like when games come out with playmats where it keeps the same structure of these spaces for you to utilize. It's really cool, custom playmats specifically. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. And this is cool. It even gives you the reference on all the keywords, which is really nice. Triggered abilities, the regroup phase, action phase, and setup. So that's awesome. This is the Darth Vader one. And this is going to be the Luke one, which means the playmat itself is not going to be any different. But I don't want to ruin that. There we go. The Luke Skywalker one. That looks so good. The art for this game is phenomenal. And then yeah, it's just the same playmat on the back. That's really cool, actually. Because if you can just buy this if you're a huge Star Wars nerd and you don't want to play the game, or maybe you just want to collect. You can just hang these posters, put them in a poster frame. Sweet posters. All right, here's our quick rules reference sheet. So that's pretty awesome. I'm not going to go through this, this whole book and go through the rules. That's not what this video is about. But it is nice that they give you, an overview, and, just the general setup of the game, what you need, gameplay, the phases, ready and exhausted, the units and all of their sort of cost, and the type of, sections of the card you need to know how to read. And this is just really awesome. You got your keywords glossary here. Really, really cool. And then you got your counters. So these are just little cardboard counters you snap out. You got your, your initiative counter, so you pass it to your opponent when it's their turn, and then all of your numbered counters. It's great. Super nice addition. And it's honestly like, they didn't have to do this, right? And, if they want it to be a buy the box, get ready to play kind of thing, most games you just buy a starter deck and it comes with a dinky little sheet that's, the rules, and that's all you get. So it's kind of nice that they threw in this tokens, because this game does play a little bit differently than other games out there. And they're probably going to have premium tokens that are acrylic tokens, just because the company who's making this game, they put out a lot of premium products. So it'll be cool to see those come out. I don't know which one I want to open first. We're going to go with Luke Skywalker, honestly. We have to go with the Jedi over the Sith. I'm sorry. Throw that over there. So here's your leader card that is Luke Skywalker. So honestly, this is the Luke Skywalker leader, and this is really cool because I'm sure they're going to come out with super nice, fancy foiled versions of these leaders, because that's why people play TCGs. We like the card game, but we are also a big fan of shiny things. So it'd be really cool to get this in a nice shiny and put it into a deck box that has the clear, whether it be the boulder here, or maybe the Game-Genic Bastion. You just put your deck right here, that way you can grab it and go. Seeing as how this game uses a lot smaller decks, you might want to be looking at the 50 plus Bastion or something like that, because that's how many cards you're looking at. But let's get into it. So we have Luke Skywalker here, and you flip him over. Now he's a ground unit. So here, he's just your leader. He's a faithful friend. His action, and again, I'm not going to read all of these, just because this is more of a deck box opening video showing you what you'll get. We do have your leader card of Luke Skywalker, and then when he becomes a ground unit, he's a 4/7, and he flips over. So that's actually really cool that they do that. I'm a huge fan of those double-sided cards. So you have your base, so the Administrator Tower, which is really cool, and then you got your Luke Skywalker deck list. So a nice little card telling you, the rarities here of the cards and how many it comes with. So that's kind of nice. And let me get a little bit closer there for you so you can kind of see it. So I apologize that it was far away from the camera. That's really cool. And then yeah, the Administrator Tower. Alright, so let's look at this. So we got our token upgrade, experience learned. Honestly, this is just, the internet has ruined me, but I only think of that parody song, the poor lip syncing where Yoda is singing to Luke in this scene. I love it. But this is a really cool reference to that, not to that movie, but not to that video, but to that part of the movie. That's really awesome. Alright, and we have 1B surgical droid. So this is a ground unit. R2D2. You have to have R2D2 in your Luke Skywalker deck. He's a ground unit as well. It looks like you get 3 of him. And then you have your space units. So the X-Wing. It's fantastic. your C-3PO. What is Luke Skywalker without his droids, right? Alright, so we have a Rebel Pathfinder, only one of, and then we have a Restored Arc 170. Get a couple of those. And Leia Organa. How great. It'll be cool to see her as a leader in future iterations of the game, along with being like an actual unit. And I'm sure they'll probably do that same thing with like Vader being a unit, or Luke being a unit to play the game. That way they can kind of rotate out their cards. And Star Wars is such a vast universe that, you know, they're starting with the Sparks of Rebellion set, which is, you know, specifically tied around to this trilogy, and then they're going to be doing, you know, other areas of the universe of Star Wars, and I really hope to see just so much from them, because there's so much between the books and the movies and the comics that they just have a vast universe to build this game off of, which is really exciting. So you get 3 Leias, and then you have a rogue operative, fleet lieutenant, a wing leader, Yoda. You get Yoda, dude. This is awesome. That's so cool. And the art is fantastic. You have a Cloud City wing guard, system patrol craft. It's a sentinel. That's really cool. Consular security force. Azatuk Liberator gunship, General Dodona, a snow speeder. You get Chewbacca, Vigilant Honor Guards, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is so sweet. Like, I wasn't interested in playing this card game as like one of my main TCGs, but after cracking this open, I might have to get into this game. This is so cool. Han Solo. This is amazing, guys. Resilient. You get Luke's lightsaber as an upgrade. Couple of those. You get repair here. You know, heal 3 damage from a unit or base. You have an event. This shoot first. Okay, look at this. Look at this. And what an iconic scene from the movie, right? And the card is called Shoot First. Man, come on. This is great stuff. Asteroid Sanctuary, Surprise Strike, Waylay, Vanquish. Honestly, that's so cool to see just how they are bringing in the scenes from the movies and the comics and everything that, you know, most of us have probably grown up watching and idolizing into a TCG. The art here is great, and it is a little bit of different art, you know, per card. It's not all that same sort of style, but they keep it really nice and clean, and I'm a huge fan of that. So I'm excited to see what Darth Vader has, because I wasn't expecting Leia or, you know, Han Solo or Chewbacca, just because I haven't looked into this game all that much. But cracking this open, I think I'm sold. Honestly, this sounds great. Alright, so Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. Fantastic. Let's flip him over. Yep, he becomes a leader ground unit. On attack, you may deal 2 damage to a unit. Looks great. We'll put him over here. The command center is his Death Star. That's awesome. And then again, you have your deck list right here. That's really cool. Alright, so these are token upgrades. So we have experience. Those again. Alright. The TIE LN fighter. Iconic ship. Death Star Stormtrooper. Admiral Ozell. Alright. First Legion Snowtrooper. Admiral Moti. Snowtrooper Lieutenant. Viper Probe Droid. Okay. Admiral Piet, I believe is how it's pronounced. I could be wrong. Super Laser Technician. Cell Block Guard. couple of those. General Veers, Grand Moff Tarkin, a couple of him. The Imperial Interceptor, an AT-ST, TIE Advanced, Imperial Interceptor. That's weird that they're out of place like that. We're gonna switch that back. I don't know what's going on there. AT-ST, again out of place. Gladiator Star Destroyer, looks phenomenal. Blizzard Assault AT-AT. Emperor Palpatine. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that evil smirk. The lightning coming out of his fingers from that. Oh, it's so good. Relentless. Vader's lightsaber. That's really cool. And then we have Recruit. It's a nice little poster art there. Force Choke. It's a Darth Vader deck without a Force Choke, you know? That's awesome. It's really cool. If you control a Force unit, this event costs 1 less to play. Deal 5 damage to a non-vehicle unit. That unit's controller draws a card. That's pretty cool. So it's a 1-drop, excuse me, it's a 1-drop that you get to play. Deal 5 damage to a non-vehicle unit, so you're probably killing a unit. The only downside is here is that your opponent gets to draw a card, but I don't know how this game plays specifically, so it may not be too much of a hindrance allowing your opponent to draw a card for just killing one of their units. We have Resupply, Open Fire, I Am Your Father. Are you kidding me right now? Deal 7 damage to an enemy unit unless its controller says no. If they do, draw 3 cards. The actual mechanics of the card. I say no. So if your opponent plays this, they either say they say no, and you draw 3 cards. But if they don't say no, you deal 7 damage to a unit. This is gold. Mechanics like that are honestly why I love TCGs, because you get these just niche little things that are like this, that allow you to do stuff like that. That player opponent interaction. That's honestly, I think I'm sold, guys. This is great. We have I Am Your Father, 3 of those, a maximum firepower, and then an overwhelming barrage. So that's really cool, honestly. This is awesome. Like, if you want to get into Star Wars Unlimited and you want 2 decks, you have a friend, a partner that you want to play with, I highly recommend this. Again, I'm a Star Wars nerd and I'm a TCG nerd. This isn't a game that I've been interested in playing just because I have a lot of other stuff that I'm playing, and financially I don't want to spread myself too thin. But I might dive into this based on like just cracking open this, looking at these 2 decks and just the references to the show, the movie, the comics. I think I'm sold. And that's saying a lot, because I don't want to stretch myself too thin financially here, but this is awesome. This is such a cool card game. I highly recommend it. This is really cool. I want to thank my local game store for providing me with this to, open it, get this opportunity to showcase it to you guys, and, sell me on the game, because I'm sold. I'm going to see if they can, if they can set a couple boxes aside for me. I can crack those open for you guys and kind of see what's going on. But if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Comment down in the description below on what card was your favorite, and feel free to subscribe. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.